Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
Well, wait,
I'm speaking.
Actually, I think the American people are speaking. They're speaking. And what are they saying?
No.
That he frankly his Twitter account should be suspended.
No.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know?
No!
No, we can't have Kamala as a president. She's a verbal crash test dummy. No one wants to hear speeches that sound like deleted scenes from another failed Star Wars movie.
Significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time.
There's a lot of passage of time listening to her, but it's not terribly significant. She's having trouble with certain demographics. Yeah, Kamala seems to have a male problem. Maybe because her staff probably hasn't met an actual male.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
I eat carburetors for breakfast, and I'm not afraid of bears either. Men don't talk like this, and men don't sit like this either.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful.
Yeah, me too. Wait, what? What does that have to do with voting for Kamala Harris? You see how they're baking in an accusation/excuse? They have to make it a fear of women. It's femophobia. Can I choose not to vote for Kamala without being insulted?
No!
Yes, I'm scared of a Kamala presidency, because when it comes to her, I'm a resultophobe. Yeah, women like Kamala are so domineered and belittled that they manage to be a whisker away from the presidency without winning a single primary vote from their own party, after chucking the old white guy overboard. Yeah, she can go ahead and drink Miller Lite with Colbert, Waltz can go try to load a rifle while hunting, make speeches in front of hard hat guys, Barack Obama can go talk down to his own race.
And I'm speaking to men directly now. Part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
Going from hope and change to scold and nag, get Springsteen and Bon Jovi to show for them. Sorry, but Operation Insult Men's Intelligence just isn't going to work. I haven't seen this level of pandering since Bud Light screwed up with the Dylan Mulvaney thing. She doesn't answer questions, and she doesn't exude leadership.
You're considered the most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage, but...
Yeah. Well, actually, the nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator.
What would the major changes be, and what would stay the same?
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm obviously not Joe Biden.
I noticed.
And so that would be one change in terms of...
Yes.
But also, I think it's important to say with, 28 days to go, I'm not Donald Trump. And so when we think about the significance of what this next generation of leadership looks like, were I to be elected president, it is about, frankly, I love the American people, and I believe in our country.
I'm different. I got a different name, I got a different social security number, and I have a vag.
Just answer the question. Why don't you just answer the question? Be honest. No, talk to us. Come on, answer the question.
She doesn't answer questions, and when she does answer questions, she can't do it without an earpiece.
And to increase screenings and to make sure that people are actually going and to make sure that people are actually going and to make sure that people are actually going and to make sure that people are actually going to get the screenings. Not to
I'm sorry, Doug, what were you saying? I didn't hear that. Over. I said I'm leaving you. Maybe she's so unpopular with men because she's so inauthentic. I don't know what changes more, her policies or her accents. I think her ethnicity is Pandorese?
In 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024. Empathy, man.
Yes.
Question, and I hope your family is okay and your home is okay.
What accent is she going to try next? We could see what can be, unburdened by what has been. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message. Also, maybe men don't like her because her policies don't like them. If you don't care about illegal immigration, chances are you don't care about working class men, or women's safety for that matter. And also in terms of policy, Trump didn't start any new wars. If you're in the military on active duty, you are far more likely to be a guy. And if you don't want to be a dead guy, maybe you don't particularly care for Harris. And now a personal quick word for you. course, every channel asks you to like and subscribe, but do they really need it? Look at my numbers. I'm the one who needs it. Check this out. I found footage of how YouTube treats my content. So like, comment, subscribe, and realize that you just helped the little guy. Another problem area? Everybody likes humor, and Kamala is just not funny.
And I passed by John McCain, and he looks at me and he says, "Kid, come over here. You're gonna make a great senator."
No!
I think that's why Kamala didn't go to the Al Smith dinner. But Trump did because he's actually funny.
There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris? Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me.
Kamala's tried accents, policies, and now it's temperaments. Cackling Kamala is now replaced by angry, shouty Kamala.
Privilege of standing behind the seal of the President of the United States. Never again.
And shouty Kamala isn't much different from shouty Hillary,
Now, having said all this, why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask?
who also had severe personality disorder when she ran and lost. It's not that they're women, it's that they're dislikable women. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Be sure to pass around to anybody who might like my content. And I'll see you the next time.